Hey, what's up, guys? Today is another special day for the Civic. I bought myself a 22 millimeter 2-point adjustable sway bar from Whiteline. I also bought the 10th gen Accord end links because they're aluminum instead of plastic on the Civics. Came with a new mount and a bushing, a bunch of stickers, and some bushing lubricant. I already got the car all jacked up, but basically it should be pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is hit this bolt, pull it out. We're not gonna remove this because we're also replacing the end links. If you are not replacing the end links, you would have to remove this and that, or you can just pop this out a little bit, remove this, turn that, and pop the rear sway bar. But here it is, same thing on the other side, as so. And then we'll have two mounts right here. The nuts to pull it out. This should be a really easy and simple mod that will help your car rotate more. So let's go ahead and do it, shall we? So I have a slight problem. Maybe you guys will have this problem as well, but this bolt rounded. It's seized and it's not coming out. And as you can see, it is doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it and just hope for the best. So quick little update, it's been over 2 hours. Grabbed the Sawzall, but I only have wood blades and I'm the only one in this, in my house. So here's the wood blade. It did some justice, but I need like a metal one and a tad bit shorter. But I just loosened the nut here and the sway bar's out, and the loosen area right here, I just tapped the sway and link like that, and this entire thing popped off. Here's my progress on the cut so far. I mean, it's getting there, but so what I'm gonna do is kind of choose a side and then just pull it, I'm assuming. Just gotta finesse it a little. Let's go to 0.5 actually, so you see what I'm doing. There it is. Little guy compared to this big boy. Huh, look at that. You definitely see the difference there. Yep. Definitely can see the difference. So how this usually works is you put the bushings where the OEMs were, so like probably the ends, like, and this little dot here is furthest away is the firmest, and then the closer it gets to the base, the softest. Because imagine this is a lever, and right here is the strong point. So this will be the firmest right here. Firmest setting, that's where I'm going to be mounting the sway link. All right, so this is the 10th gen Accord rear sway and link. It is aluminum compared to the stock Civic. As you see, this is plastic. And if I do a side-by-side comparison, this one is much more better. Easy upgrade. All right, You don't need to reuse those hardwares because White Line gave you some. What I was about to do. Yeah, so easy upgrade. And then from there, I might actually put in the rear sway bar first and then tighten it down by hand. Or if you have clearance issues putting on the rear sway, you could just if you have clearance, if you had trouble taking the rear sway, if you had trouble taking the OEM sway bar with the end links off, if you had trouble removing your OEM rear sway bar with your end links on, you can consider just putting on the rear. You can just consider putting the rear sway bar in first and then attaching the sway bar instead. All right. You can consider installing this first and then putting the rear sway bar after. Or if you didn't have any clearance issues, you can just bolt the sway links as this and then put it into the car. Whatever fits your boat, whatever it does. Boom. High performance bushing lubricant. Just put that around here on the edges where your bushing will be. This one, it has a little slit right here. So you just pop it in and then it should do the trick. You don't need to put grease inside here, it's just the bushing. So let me just, until I can figure out how to take my other sway link off, keep you updated. Alright, so it's currently 11:50. I took a break. However, here's the aftermath. I took the nut off on that side. It was welded. I just pulled it. It came off. Now this bolt is stuck. So I am currently drilling it out now. Then let's go to Lowe's and buy the hardware. And I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. Progress. It's almost there. As you can see, the whole nut is now loosed like that. All I gotta do now is try to cut that top bolt off, and this whole thing should come out. Okay. After breaking 9 drill bits, I finally drilled it out. Also, I hammered it. It's currently 1 o'clock right now. Yep, it's part of the sway. Here it is. Alright, it's the next day, and here we're gonna actually install the sway bar. So I went to Lowe's and I got some washers, different types of washers. I don't know what I'm gonna use because it's supposed to be a flange nut, but only found a locking nut. Oh, it's not focusing. But this is like a nylon. It's kind of, I don't know. There's like a nylon lock in it. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, yeah, nylon locks. All right, so nylon locks. And then this is a 10 grade, or this is a class grade. I believe it's M8 1.25 60 millimeter. The OEM one is a little bit larger or longer, but I think this will work out. And then since this is a hex and this is a I don't know what kind of screw type it is, you need a washer. So I grabbed this washer that kind of mimics this little flat end right here, and that should do the trick. And then the back side, which I completely destroyed the nut on. I couldn't really find the big one, the OEM big one, so I might slap on this washer or that washer depending on what applications I'm gonna use. But now it's the fun time in installing the sway bar. So I think what I'm gonna do first is actually hold off on the sway endings. You could put it on first, could make your life easier, but I'm gonna it's up to you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the sway bar, mount it up, and then put in the sway links. So, I don't have my GoPro. I'm using my phone. So what you'll do is get the lubricant that's provided and just lube up your sway bar like so, and then correlate your OEM mounts, your bushing mounts. Try to like match it up like this. You see how it's like not like, try to match up the distance, something like that. Grease it up, grease it in here, grease it in there, do everywhere. And I'll see you guys on the car. All right, it's nice and lubed up. Let's go ahead and put it on the car. Getting this in was kind of confusing. Make sure the ears are pointing down, and make sure it goes in the front of the lower control arm. And what I did was I fed it through. It got stuck on this exhaust. You can take it out right here. Don't mind the weld. You can take it out. So I fed it through here, and this exhaust was in the way, so I kind of pulled on it. Or you can just take this bushing for your exhaust off and just turn it, keep maneuvering it. Don't worry, you don't have to take anything off, and it should align like so. Go ahead and put your bushings on, grease them up, and mount it. So here it is, all set up. It's on there, but it's loose because there's apparently adjustments right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the sway end links. Go ahead and put some thread locker on the threads here. The hole that is furthest away from the leverage point will be the softest, and then the closest one will be the stiffest. So in our case, I want the maximum stiffness, so it'll be right here, this hole. It should look something like this. Here's your sway end link, and then the maximum stiffness will be like that. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. And I'll put the torque spec for this one right here, and then I'll put the torque spec for that one right here. So, and then the torque spec for that one right here. So I'm assuming when everything's lined up, you tighten this up because it has adjustability. And yeah, I'll be back when everything's finished. It is installed and torqued to spec. Let's go ahead and clean up and take it for a spin. Camera. I think you might be last.